Good morning, students. So the next topic is negative skin friction. So this negative skin friction occurs on a pile which rests on a soft soil layer. Okay, that is in this figure. When the soil layer surrounding the pile shaft settles more than the pile, a downward drag occurs on the pile. This drag is known as negative skin friction. Okay, that is here in this case when this pile is surrounded by the soft layer, the pile will settle more than that is the soil surrounded by this pile will settle more than the pile. So there will be a downward drag which is occurring on the pile. This downward drag is known as negative skin friction. Okay, and this negative skin friction develops when the soft or loose soil surrounding the pile settles after the pile has been installed. That is, after the installment of this pile, this soft layer will settle more than the pile. So this downward drag is known as negative skin friction, and the negative skin friction occurs in the soil zone which moves downward relative to the pile. Okay, and the negative skin friction imposes an extra downward load on the pile, and the magnitude of this negative skin friction is computed using same method that we have discussed for the previous section, that is friction resistance. Okay, because but this direction is downward. So this is known as downward or negative skin friction, and the net ultimate load carrying capacity will be reduced due to this negative skin friction. That is, the fill above the original soil in which the pile group is established will settle with the time under its own weight. This will exert a drag on the pile on account of friction existing at the interface between pile and the soft soil. Since this adds to the load on the pile, that is, since it is in downward direction, it will be added with the load. Okay. That is, the load is increased. In effect, the load which is acting on the pile will be increased due to this negative skin friction. Since this adds to the load on the pile, instead of resisting, it is called a negative skin friction. Being an extra load, it must be taken into account in design. Since it is in negative direction, it will reduce the load carrying capacity. That is, net ultimate load Qu dash will be equal to Qu minus negative skin friction. That is, the load carrying net ultimate load will be reduced. Okay, it is a negative skin friction, and there will be large downward drag on the pile, and it can be eliminated. This negative skin friction may be eliminated by providing a protective sleeve or a coating. If we are providing a protective sleeve or coating for the section which is surrounded by this type of soil, we can prevent this negative skin friction. That is, the one of the method to reduce the negative skin friction is we can give a protective layer for the section which is undergone this negative skin friction. That is, if the pile section which is surrounded by the soft layer, we can provide a protective coating, so we can reduce negative skin friction. Okay. So this is about negative skin friction.